There he is. First bite of the day, nice solid chunk there. So this lake is a lake I've never been to before. Really green water. I mean, to the point where there's a huge algae bloom. It's shallow, it's got some milfoil, and I just need to have something that I can fish through everything. It's kind of slimy, so a swim jig is a tough bait to beat when you got this. And you want to pick color that's going to stand out. So I want something either really bright or really dark. So black and blue is always a good go-to. I'm just trying to fish everything from the bank to the outside edge, you know, of this grass, and I can fish this jig fast, you know, swimming it along like a spinner bait, and then I can also pitch it and fish it just like a regular jig around these docks and things like that. So it's just real efficient when you're trying to cover water. That's why a swim jig is just such a mainstay bait in every pro's arsenal. So this is all I'm using right here. This is a Strike King. It's a Cape, my own signature series, heavy cover swim jig. A lot of people like to put swim baits and things on there. My favorite is a Rage Craw, and especially in dirty water like this, those thick flanges on the end of those pinchers, they just displace a lot of water. I do bite just a little bit of it off, and this jig's got a barbed keeper to keep that on. So you just get that on there straight, run it over that barb, run it all the way up. That way I got a nice compact you know, jig right there that displaces a ton of water. I mean, this thing is like, gives off a lot of vibration, and that's how they find it in this dirty water. Not a big guy, but gosh, he hammered it. As soon as I skipped that jig underneath there under that dock, that's why that swim jig is good. It's not a great big one, but I mean, I got all these pads along here and everything, and you would think they'd be maybe out on the outside edge, but there's rocks up there. I mean, I pitched to the very back side, right to the water. It touched it, started swimming that jig through there, and he just ate it. And that's what's awesome about this bait right here, is it's just so efficient for so many things, you know. I can throw it right up there shallow. I can fish it, like right now I'm kind of frogging it through these pads. I've had a couple of them move on it, but that one actually annihilated up in, you know, inches of water behind the pads right against the bank itself. So if you got shallow cover of any type, whether it's grass, bushes, lily pads, wood, rocks, it's just hard to beat it because you can do everything. There's one. Another one. A little better one. Right against the bank. So now we got something going. I mean, these fish, the water's real green and they are dirty shallow. Like, wow. Good solid chunk.